the eyes, I know. God, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, do they speak through us? I mean, is this a vocal channeling thing? I understand you've said they have a hive mentality.
It can be. But anytime they, quote-unquote, push their mentality through you, to create what you perceive to be a single persona will require a large amount of them. Since they are, in that sense, much more of what we have discussed at the beginning of this evening, the instinctive, spread out form of consciousness that you refer to as a hive mentality, more than the focused personalities each of you consider yourselves to be. We are somewhere halfway in between.
Aha, okay. Have I channeled Esasani energy?
You are in touch to some degree with it. You are using it as a carrier wave.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. Okay, that explains a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sharing.
Hi, Bashar.
I.
Last Tuesday we were discussing being where you need to be whenever you need to be there. And since the
It's a good thing we talked about it when we did.
Well, I was thinking, since the group consciousness has eased up on our necessity for creating time, since you might say time is the movement of energy, or the seeming movement of energy through space.
All right, yes, I might say that.
We don't have to create space to move in, do we?
No, time and space are actually
Yeah.
manifestations of the same idea.
Which means that, like, we could physically pop from here to
Yes.
wherever we want
Yes,
to go.
and
How
you
do-
actually do anyway.
Well, when Billy was talking about that to Semyase, or Semyase was talking with Billy,
As
she mentioned a coordinate set where he needed 3 coordinates to get there, and then it broke off that it was just for Billy. Can you tell us how to do that?
we have discussed the idea and the principle many times. It is simply that what you call coordinates are part of the equational variable that an object is. An object does not exist in space. Location is one of the properties of the object. If you measure all the vibratory frequencies of a particular object in one spot, move the object to another spot, it will vary by the one variable that represents the different location. If you can isolate that and then beam that energy in a coherent pattern around that object with the variable, the one different variable that represents another coordinate location, that object will have to cease, by definition, where it used to be and take up residence in the new vibrational coordinate that you are influencing it with.
How do you isolate that vibration? Or
By measuring all the vibratory frequencies of any particular object and isolating which is the vibratory variable of location.
Okay, we must be automatically equipped to do that.
You are automatically equipped to do that, yes. But in terms of translating it into your idea of technology,
no, I'm thinking of just the
all
person.
right.
I mean, a body.
First of all, it will take being absolutely fearless.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because it will involve what you might perceive as a momentary blanking out of your entire ego structure.
Okay.
And your ego structure will hold on very tight in the habits you have given it to hold on to.
Yeah, but also, like in the isolation tank I have, and
Yes.
some experiences I've had there, I've had to let
Yes.
go of that.
Yes.
So it's
But this is some
possible.
of the idea of applications of technology that we are talking about.
Okay, but
The
in other words-
creation of an isolation field around you can be done with what you call simple meditation. Simple
well, I realize,
centering.
but what I'm saying is, how do you isolate? What do you look at or think about to isolate that vibration of a different place?
In a sense, nothing. You become the absolute limbo state of recognizing nothing and everything all at once. And in that flash second, you will then reorient to whatever happens to be the predominant vibration.
Like, say, if I wanted to go from here to Ayers Rock.
Yes,
So it would be the predominant vibration of Ayers Rock.
it would be your focus at that time. Once you had created yourself to be in the centered isolation field, unlocked from every expectation of every direction, and then simply impose one over all the others, you will instantly translate, literally translate yourself out of the holographic matrix in that location.
Okay,
Simply
so
remember that you are already at Ayers Rock.
I realize there's only here and now.
Yes. So all you have to do is redefine yourself
Uh-huh.
and really believe it. That is really all it takes, is real belief.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
Now, that at first may start to cause some sensations that some of you have begun to feel but are not comfortable with, and that is the disassociation and the disorientation and the disillusionment that you may feel as you unlock from the particular frame of reference you are used to and have been used to for thousands upon thousands of years, as you create that idea. So here's another clue. Remember that each and every life creates the past and the future from the present. So if you stop associating with the idea that you have been locked into a particular habit of physical reality for thousands of years, you will not continue to create that idea or habit in the present.
Uh-huh.
And then anything, anywhere, anywhen is, as you say, fair game.
Uh-huh.
Understand?
Yes.
So think of yourself as a hologram. You are everything, everywhere, and all it takes then is a shifting, a very slight shifting of focus, of perspective, to truly create the other reality around you. You can also think of it this way, perhaps, that you are not going anywhere, that it is coming to you. That is just as literal as anything else, since you actually aren't going anywhere at all.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So you can simply change the picture around you if you wish.
Uh-huh.
Now,
In other words, concentrate
one of the
on-
main reasons a lot of you also do not allow yourself to do this is because of what your society tells you, that if you lose touch with reality, you will be insane.
You'll be in another
No one will
reality.
listen to you. You will be crazy. Hey, I was at Ayers Rock only a second ago. Yeah, sure. Understand?
Yes.
So some of you hesitate to let go for that very reason as well, simply because of what you think other people will think about what you think.
Well, I've been on other planets only seconds ago. Why not Ayers Rock?
Yeah, it simply, all we are saying, depends upon how much stock you put into whether or not anyone else needs to know you have done it,
Or what they think about it.
or what they think about it, which is much the same thing.
Could you give me a hint of who's sending the transmissions I'm picking up?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shooting.
Hi, Bashar.
I.
This is my first time.
Me too.
And
Speak
I
up,
have-
speak up.
I've been experiencing several beings in our home, and so is my daughter.
Are you having a party?
Yeah, it's always a party. And I was wondering why they're there, and
Well, what do they let you know about yourself? What do you think about yourself by being involved with different levels of consciousness? Does it feel natural to you?
well, it doesn't really bother me, but they are interfering with my daughter.
They are not interfering with anyone. Someone's belief may create the apparency of interference. What have you taught her about the idea?
Well, I've given her some basic metaphysical type learnings and stuff like that, and she's able to deal with it a little bit more.
In your terminology, what is the age of the daughter?
The age of what?
Daughter.
She's 14.
All right. Individuals in your society between what you call typically the ages of 11 to 17 will be highly psychically connected to many different levels of spirituality, very sensitive to it. In a sense, the only reason it seems to be a bother is simply because the individual has not focused on who or what they really are yet. And in a sense, physical and non-physical reality can seem to be annoying to them. It is an extension of what you all typically think of as your adolescent stage. And it simply, in this case, extends into the non-physical reality as well.
Okay, but why are they coming to us now?
Because it represents the timing of when you need to grow in awareness of the existence of other levels of spirituality that exist within you.
I see. Is possibly one of these my niece, Jenna?
Only a fragment. The majority of the consciousness in that way is, as you would say, elsewhere. Or let us say, focused elsewhere. A fragment of it is present in that sense, but not in totality as you understand the persona you call Jenna.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One moment. One moment. Stay, stay.